So let's get kicked off. So today's stream, we are going to be doing a bit of work on our Hi-Capa project gun, which is this guy here. We have got a couple of things to add. We have got some rear iron sights, and we have a new pistol grip to add. So these are two sets of parts. This is a Hi-Capa 5.1 hybrid titanium sight from Laylax 9-ball, and yeah, that arrived a couple of days ago. And then we have a Garda tactical grip for the Hi-Capa, which is it's essentially a full set of pistol grip, trigger, and the whole housing really, which is going to replace this. And it has everything, the mag release, the whole lot. So first things first, let's just take a look at the components we've got to fit and see how they stack up. So first things first, let's get into this pistol grip and have a look what we've got. So what we have is, let's see. So there's a new trigger, there is a new mag release, which is all fitted in. The pistol grips are already on there. Yeah, and then we've got in the little pouch here a couple of things. So we've got a couple of screws. Those are the fixing screws to fix them here. That is the pin for that, which goes through here. This is the spring housing, which kind of sits just about here. And then we'll obviously have our safety and yeah. Now, so that's kind of that. Let's just pop that there. So have a look at these guys here. We have essentially two new, let's just get these out. So we've got a nice fiber optic sight. Let's just have a look, get these out of the way. See if there's anything in here. Nope, nothing in there. So let's just zoom in. So we have here nice rear sight with the little fiber optic dots, and then we've got our front sight, which is nice fiber optic front sight. So that's going to go on thing. Just grab my coffee. So let's get some of this stuff fitted. Let's get this popped out. Okay, so let's do the pistol grip first. So to get this fitted, we have to undo this screw here and these two screws on either side, and the thing should just drop out. So let's grab our iFixit toolkit. We need that one. I think that one will do the job here. So let's grab the screws. This should be theoretically the easiest of the pieces to do. Just sometimes the focus goes a little bit. Okay, so that pushed out. So we have pretty this thing is all sealed in. We don't need to worry about that. What we do need to do is kind of open this spring out, and then we need to take the hammer spring out of here. So we'll pop that to one side. We'll pop those two to one side because they're next. So remember how these come out. Okay, so there's the stock thing, and this is the kind of spring arrangement. So that is the standard housing. It's got a plastic trigger. It's that's the trigger mechanism. It's fairly straightforward for the replacement. I don't need to really take much out. What I'm going to do is pop that out, and then we can pop this back in. And that should just rest in there, like so. And then with this is a little trickier. So we've got a little pin there, which is used to hold the spring in place. That actually has a spring in place already. Now, I'm not sure if it's the same as the one that we've actually got. We already have a spring in here. Oh wow, actually I have a feeling this one's actually a tighter spring. They're both Garda springs, but this is tighter. This is a much tighter wound spring. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have to kind of put that back, and to do that, oh, this is where things go flying everywhere. It's kind of one of those situations where you're just going to get everything in the right order. So thing. Hopefully that will be enough of a spring, because we had issues in the past with the Hi-Capa upgrades when we didn't change to this spring. We had cycling issues. So I'm hoping this doesn't actually affect negatively, so we can just pop this into the gap. That's now fastened in there, and we need to take this little stay and push that in. Let me push the thing out too much. Definitely goes in that hole. Just check, make sure it goes through. It does go through there without any issues. Okay, so okay, that's nicely in, that'll be stable. The trigger spring works. So in theory, everything should just go back as long as there is an issue. You do have to kind of get these right, because what will happen if you don't is this will not lock back. Okay. I'm thinking these are actually slightly smaller. Yes, they are. No, that's not locking back. So I had this previously. It's all about position. To make sure that locks into place, and the spring and everything else. When that hammer is locked into place, it needs to have this in the right place, because if it isn't, it doesn't. And then we have to get the oh wow, this spring is hard. Oh wow, that is seriously tough spring in the pistol grip. Seriously tough. These are airsoft guns. These are not. Hi there, Spherical Wolf. Thanks for the follow, Tasty Alpaca. These are airsoft guns, not actual proper guns. So these fire plastic BBs, not actual bullets. This is not essentially a real gun. Because where I live, a real pistol is illegal. I live in the UK, and I'm basically fumbling everywhere today. In the UK, handguns are illegal. Oh, damn it. So literally all my parts are not this has got to be one of the toughest springs I've ever had to deal with. So fortunately, ah dear, I'm back, I hope. Finished my coffee. Damn it. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to get past my computer, which is currently sat by where I'm sat, and I tripped over the cable for the monitor, and well, as you can see, I dropped the stream as a result. So I'm back, we can carry on. Right, that's nice. So that works. Yeah, so I kind of lost the stream there for a minute. Right, need this long screw that we saved earlier. That goes in there. One of the things I've found with some of these parts is, and that looks quite nice now. So one of the things that's going to happen is I am going to have this Cerakoted olive green drab, so the same colour as this. So I wanted to get this on to see how it looks. And so my plan is to have this lower frame. I'm going to probably, it's being repainted. Whoever had this before me repainted it. I'm going to repaint this. I'm going to kind of sand it down and get rid of some of this stuff here. If we just look at that, it's got you can see where the paint has been added, additional paint. I can basically just have it all sort of sanded down, get rid of all of this, and then have it Cerakoted, and have it Cerakoted in this olive drab. So basically what we'll have when this is finished is a pistol that has a nice black upper slide and then an olive drab lower. So that's the plan with this. Okay, so a couple of things. Next job on here. It's not going to be a particularly big job, although this next bit might be. So these should. Just trying to get these in. These are iron sights, and it is a isn't the best way of doing this, I tell you that. but it's working. So so the annoying thing about these iron sights is there are too big to slide in themselves. Too far. That looks fairly central. Okay, so in order to get at this iron sight, right, we might need to strip everything, but for the moment I'm going to not do that, because what I'm going to hope is we can just I am actually fitting some new parts, so I'm not disassembling. This was actually, it's a rebuild of the pistol. So this pistol was basically a junker that I was given, and so far I have stripped and replaced spring guide, hop, outer barrel, hop, nozzle, nozzle housing, upper slide, trigger sear, and some springs in there and so on. I've just fitted this pistol grip, and I'm putting on new iron sights, as you just see me smashing the iron sights to bits. But I need to get this one off, and I'm going to have to strip this to do it. So this is the bit I hate about this. Really hate this about pulling these apart, but anyway, so in order to get that iron sight, I've literally got to disassemble the entire thing, which is kind of frustrating. So I literally only put this back together a couple of days ago. So Hi-Capas are incredibly easy to pull apart. Quite literally, this is pretty much where is it? There we go. So that's the nozzle and the nozzle housing. We can now get at this guy, and that will pop out like so, and then we can just pop on the new sight, whichever way works, I can never remember. Like so, and that's a new sight in. So basically that's how it will look. So I'm trying to line this up so you can just see down the sights. I had it done. I move my hand. There we go, slightly. There we go. So fairly straightforward to put this back together. That just will go in like so. Did I pick up the spring? Yeah, the spring's there. And this just needs to kind of go in the right way and get pushed into place. Oh, damn it, the spring's fallen out. Turn it upside down. I need to always check that the spring hasn't fallen out. Okay, that's now in place. There's some like grooves in the side, which basically mean you kind of have to just tweak it a little bit. Damn it. Magnetic screwdrivers are great until they're not. So let me just zoom that back out. I will, because I've basically, got my hands in here, I will pop a little bit more gun oil on there. Make sure that this is mobile, which is good. So that nozzle is nicely lubed, moving. And that's all fastened in, sights are in. Put the outer barrel back, and then this is the bit I royally hate. The number of times that this is and there we've got that, and that's in there. Pop that in there. Triggers. So there's no BBs in this. There's no BBs in this. Let's check its cycles. It locks back. And there we have it. So next piece of this puzzle is the painting of this. I'm probably going to have, for the moment, I might leave this black, but I'm definitely going to get a new one, and I'm probably going to get new safeties as well, because the safeties are kind of worn, but definitely going to have this redone. Yeah, there we have it. And the pistol grip's not bad. It's a Garda pistol grip. It's got a nice stainless steel trigger. Kind of looks down the sights, look okay. So you can just see the sights there. Let's just zoom in. Look at those sights, looks pretty good. I'm not going too bling on this gun. It is literally a, I'm kind of keeping it subtle but with hints. So the stainless steel, the barrel, the trigger, the hammer. Just hints of bling, and also at the front there. But just I'll replace that as well, and it's just going to slowly kind of thing, and we're going to have this. What I might do is I might paint the kimber out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, there we go. That is the Hi-Capa that I have been working on. The next kind of set of upgrades. This is fairly shortest stream, bar the kind of foobar with the crash and bang. So yeah, we will be finishing up on this. I'll probably go and switch to a gaming stream shortly. But yeah, we have my Hi-Capa, which I've basically been upgrading, and it's starting to look pretty good. So it kind of looks nice with the black mag in there as well. It does look pretty good. Got a nice bit of weight to it now, considering this was a plastic gun beforehand. But it's getting a nice bit of weight to it, and it's slowly coming to how I want it to be, which is basically, I say, the olive drab there. So with that, thanks for tuning in. I know this wasn't a particularly long stream, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I will be back later on, probably with a gaming stream.